All right, let's do some limit evaluating. Here's a problem. Evaluate the limit as x goes to 3 of 2x squared minus 5x minus 3 over x squared plus x minus 12. First thing we're going to try to do is to plug that 3 in, which would give me a 2 times 9 minus 15 minus 3 over 9 plus 3 minus 12. Which is 18 minus 3 is 15 minus 15. That gives me a 0 over 0, so that doesn't work in terms of telling me what's going on. Okay. But it does tell me that 3 makes the top and the bottom 0, which means that I should be able to factor an x minus 3 out of the top and out of the bottom. That was the result of the fundamental theorem of algebra, if you remember that from the last couple of years. That would leave for me then here, that would have to be a 2x to make the 2x squared, and a plus 1, and just for safety's sake, I get a minus 6x plus 1x is the negative 5x. And this one would have to have an x, and it looks like a plus a 4, and that one checks out on the middle term as well. So my x minus 3 divided by x minus 3 is always going to be equal to 1 as long as x is not equal to 3, and I'm doing the limit as x goes to 3, so I'm not actually going to be there. So this becomes the limit as x goes to 3 of 2x plus 1 over x plus 4, and I'll try to just plug 3 into that again, and this time I get 6 plus 1 in the top, which is 7 over 3 plus 4, which is 7, which in this case is equal to 1, so this limit is 1. Okay. I didn't make any dumb mistakes, doesn't look like it did. Okay. Let's look at another one. Okay. This one has got a little bit of a trick to it. Okay. We'll try again at the beginning. That's the limit as x goes to 4 of the square root of x minus 2 over x minus 4. If I take a look at this and I put square root of, or I put 4 in, I get square root of 4 minus 2 over 4 minus 4, which is 0 over 0, so not particularly helpful. And in the factoring realm of things, this doesn't make a lot of sense either, because I don't really have a quadratic, except that x is kind of like the square root of x squared, and so maybe I could get away with writing this as the limit as x goes to 4 of the square root of x minus 2 over the square root of x minus 2 times the square root of x plus 2. And if I check this out, root x times root x is x, minus 2 root x plus 2 root x, that's 0. Minus 2 times plus 2 is 4, so this x minus 4 will actually factor like what I have here in the denominator. And so I can say root x minus 2 divided by root x minus 2 is always going to equal 1 as long as x is not 4, but I'm doing the limit as x approaches 4, so that's not a problem. So I'll look at the limit as x approaches 4, and what I'm left with now is 1 over the square root, I made that a little aggressive there, 1 over the square root of x plus 2, which is 1 over root 4 plus 2, or 1/4, and the limit as x approaches 4 of root x minus 2 over x minus 4 should be 1/4. Lots of little tricks that we'll learn along the way, patterns that we hope that you get used to seeing.